If you're not properly nourished, if you're not properly nurtured by yourself, then you're going to experience confusion about what is it that I want to do? Do I really want to be doing this? And even if it is something that you're passionate about, something you want to be, it will not feel fun because yourself is so tired, is so neglected, is so put on the back burner so you can achieve something. And that to me just doesn't feel right. Hello, sweet earthlings, and welcome back to Inviolable V, where we heal the collective with compassion. I have been off of YouTube for a little bit now. I picked up a job in school, and I've been traveling, I've been moving to different places, so it's just been a lot going on. So I had to stop recording for a little bit, but I missed it, and I want to get back into it, so I'm just going to make a quick little sit down and talk video today. I want to talk about slow living because it's been on my mind, and it's something that traveling, so I'm on Maui right now. I've only been here for a week and a half. Already my entire perspective on life has changed just with traveling and being here. It's just been on my mind. Slow living has been on my mind, and I just wanted to talk about it, talk a little bit about my perspective and how I cultivate it in my life, and share that with you guys today. First thing I wanted to mention was that slow living can look different for everyone, and before I even go on, I just want to kind of define what slow living is. This is different. It also varies from person to person, but to me, I think slow living is just enjoying what we have for what it is now instead of living in the past or the future. And I know that's easier said than done, and I know that's kind of like a recurring topic, especially with an emphasis on mindfulness in today's media and stuff, but that's what it is to me, is just enjoying the phase that we're in for what it is. I think we can be happy with where we are right now just by recognizing the amount of work that it's taken to bring us to where we are, that there is a past version of us who is wishing to be who we are right now. So maybe you have a job that you've always wanted. That's huge. And yet, even though, we've achieved a goal that we've wanted for so long, now we already want the promotion, we already want the raise, and that's what we're focusing on, is our achievement of the next best thing, instead of the acknowledgement that, wow, it took a lot of work for me to get here. And it's not me saying don't be excited about the future. I think the only way that we can manifest anything is by being excited, by visualizing, by anticipating what's to come, and the next great thing. But that takes acknowledgement and awareness of the present and of what we have cultivated for ourselves at this point. And whenever you realize, wow, I really created this for myself, you will begin to find trust knowing that you can create the next thing for yourself. It's whenever you drop into peace and ease and presence in what you have now that you will know that the future, what you want later, will come to you with the same ease that this came to you. And not that it didn't take work, not that that you didn't work hard for it, but the fact that your work materialized as what you want shows you that your work now will materialize for what you want later. So just appreciating that that trickle, that line of everything that's happened up until this point and everything that will happen in the future brings a lot of ease and brings the feeling of slow living into your life, even if you're handling a lot. So yeah, that to me is slow living, is just acknowledging the beauty of the phase that we're currently in, is knowing that it will disappear, it will be gone, we will move on to another phase, we will get the next best thing, but appreciating the fact that it took a lot for us to get to this point. Something else I wanted to touch on is there can be this guilt for working hard. There's this push-pull, this kind of dichotomy where we're being told by people around us, by society, you have to work hard to get where you want to be, but we're also told you have to stop working in order to take care of yourself. And I think that these are two. There's a gecko on the trees. Anyway, I think that these are two very polar opposites that are kind of pushing and pulling against each other. So we experience this guilt for working too hard, and we experience this guilt for not working hard enough. Whenever working hard it turns into self-neglect, I think that is a line that we don't need to be crossing. For example, especially in college and university, it's like this competition for who can be the most tired, the most exhausted, the most worn out. It's just like, oh, who could stay up the latest, who could pull the most all-nighters, drink the most caffeine, have the most, cans of Celsius in a day, like, and get the most done. Whenever you are neglecting your basic needs, sleep and food, especially in college, are really easily overlooked. Whenever you're neglecting things like that, you've crossed the line between hard work and self-neglect. Like, you're into the self-neglect category, and I don't think that working hard should ever look like letting parts of yourself wither, especially because those parts of yourself, your sleep, your food, and the things that you enjoy, those are the parts of you that are going to teach you who you need to be and who you want to be, and how your soul needs you to show up in this world. And so if you're not properly nourished, if you're not properly nurtured by yourself, then you're going to experience confusion about what is it that I want to do? Do I really want to be doing this? And even if it is something that you're passionate about, something you want to be, it will not feel fun. It won't feel fun because you won't be enjoying it, because yourself is so tired, is so neglected, is so put on the back burner so you can achieve something. And that to me just doesn't feel right. And it's not that the things that you're doing are causing this, it's just the amount of energy that you're putting into them over yourself. So I had a couple of tips for slow living, but I basically already said them in just a second ago. It was just essentially nurture yourself, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Give yourself the space to feel grateful for all that you've done, for the place that you are now. Understand that you are working hard for a reason, that you are here doing what you're doing for yourself and in order to cultivate who you want to be. That your past self has worked hard to get you where you want to be, and it's all you. You have done this for you, and you created it for you, and there's so much beauty in that. There's so much beauty in the fact that you manifested who you are and what you are right now, and there's so much to be proud of. The other thing that I basically already said was just remembering to find purpose in the purposeless, knowing that even though this does not feel like it has any meaning, any purpose for you right now, it is setting you up to become who you want to be. And another tip for slow living is to release the pressure off of yourself to be someone that you're not. Whenever you begin to allow yourself to do what you enjoy rather than what you're told to enjoy, you give yourself the ability to discover who you are, what you're willing to work for, and enjoy it. And along with that discovery comes natural meditation and the things that you do. And I think that is how we kind of cope with the fact that this is a never-ending process. You are going to be growing forever. You will constantly be learning. There will constantly be another milestone in the future. And this is something I really struggled with, is to be comfortable with the fact that even whenever I get to the place that I used to want to be, I will not be satisfied until I am comfortable being with myself as I am now. And I said struggled, but I am still struggling with this. It is a huge focus for me right now, and I know it's going to take a lot of time. So if anyone has any tips about this, please let me know. Yeah, that is all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you. I know that watching this and editing in school now, when I filmed it over the summer, I feel very called out by a lot of the things. So I'm curious to see your experience and what you resonate with as well. If nothing else, please remember that I love you and you are cared for, and I will see you in a future video. Bye!